You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Hey, welcome to I Am Refocused Radio. We are here once again. Today, we have a true honor. We have the honor talking to Dr. Yolanda YOYO Whitaker. She is of the new A&E series, Hip Hop Treasures. First and foremost, we already know you're an amazing legend. So, Yo-Yo, how you doing this morning?
Good morning. I am doing amazing. That voice will wake you up, I tell you.
Man, I appreciate that. Those are kind words coming from you as a true legend. I'm still pinching myself, so you got to bear with me with this interview. But tell us a little bit about this amazing new series on A&E with Hip Hop Treasures.
Hip Hop Treasures, it is a way that we are documenting hip hop. It's a story that needs to be told. It's a show that needs to be watched. We go into the homes of these iconic artists and we bring back treasures. We go to get Ice-T and LL Cool J sends us in to bring back the artifacts to take back to the museum. And in return, we get great conversation. We get artists living within their truth, talking about their depression, talking about their journey through hip hop, talking about family, talking about the sentiment behind the items. I mean, we're up close and personable. A lot of these artists I've known my entire career, and half of the information that I'm pulling out of them or I'm bringing out of their homes are things that a lot of them don't want to depart with. And sometimes it's a lot of things that has so much history and backstory that it's amazing. I feel like I'm gifted to be able to be a fly on the wall in someone's home and to have that tour throughout their home and to search for these items. I mean, some of the places that these artists have their artifacts put away, it's just ludicrous.
And speaking of the backstories, how important and awesome is it to go have this unique behind the scenes look into not just the origins of hip hop and the culture, but these amazing legendary artists who have changed entertainment forever?
It almost felt like, well, first of all, it feels amazing. Like I said, you get so much truth. You really get a chance to talk one-on-one. And I think the fact that they're so comfortable, I know in my conversations with these iconic artists, I mean, it just feels like I'm talking to a brother who's been away from me for a long time. And the fact that I get to have this deep conversation with him or her one-on-one, and they're sitting with me, telling me about their life story, the journey of hip hop. I'm talking about, the items. It really feels really well for me. I mean, it heals my soul. It gives the audience a look into hip hop. Those who have never watched hip hop or don't know who these artists is, they're able to follow the journey.
And when you look at the different artists that are going to be part of this series, how important is it for the young people to see how these legends build their empires and also have an opportunity to just appreciate their efforts and what they gave to the culture?
Well, history is important. And I think that because hip hop was so taboo back in the days that, a lot of people say, listen, Yo-Yo, I loved you. I hid your tape. My mom wouldn't let me listen to this certain artist. Or, it was so taboo. I heard one person tell me that, hip hop was a sin. If their parents heard them listening to hip hop, that they were going to hell. So I think it's so important to the younger generation to understand who Shala Rock is, who Sugar Hill Gang is, to know who Ice Cube is, Yo-Yo, Roxanne Shante, to understand what it took to get here. We have this beautiful new generation that's blossoming, but they could not have done it with such confidence had we not went through the trenches.
Once again, we have a true honor talking to this morning our special guest, Dr. Yolanda YOYO Whitaker. I just want you to brag on yourself a little bit because, like I said in the intro, you're a true legend. You also have contributed great things to this. Talk a little bit about all the amazing things that you've done in your career.
Well, the most amazing thing that I've done in my career was go back into the community. Once I realized how powerful hip hop was once I realized that we are role models and that the community and children are watching us and looking up to us. And then Black communities, every celebrity, no matter if you came out a doctor, a nurse, a violinist, whatever you were, people looked up to you and they admired you, and you had your own cheering squad from that community. So for me, working in the community has been my biggest input, because those who don't know who I am, they learn who I am. They love me for me. And one thing that I've always searched for was love for my peers, love for my community. And I was able to establish that. That's where the doctor came from my humanitarian work in the community over, with 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards from the president, for my nationwide commitment to the youth. And that's powerful for me. I was able to use hip hop as a stepping stone to be welcomed into a lot of lives that I wouldn't have normally touched had I not been in the trenches or in the community doing that street work.
And with your amazing effort in pushing just positiveness into the community, with your mentorships, with your Yo-Yo School of Hip Hop, with your ability to provide scholarships to students, I mean, do you look back and pinch yourself too and say, wow, we are living the dream?
Wow, I do all the time. I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful. I thank God every day. The fact that I can make a difference, that hip hop is so powerful. I remind them, I love being a legend in the game, so I can give my story. I think my testimony is very important to those who are looking to find a way. I mean, a lot of people pick up books to learn how to be leaders, great leaders. And the fact that we have the history of hip hop and placing it into the museums, I think it definitely gives those who are interested in it, those who know nothing about it, a great insight.
We're talking to Dr. Yolanda Yo-Yo Whitaker, and about the amazing, amazing series on A&E is Hip Hop Treasures. You can see this amazing series starting August 12th, 10, 9 Central. So first and foremost, I want to ask you to inspire the young people. Someone listening to this right now, they love hip hop, they love the culture. Maybe they want to be in the entertainment business. Maybe they want to be an artist. Maybe they want to be a leader in the community. What words of encouragement would you give that young person listening to you right now?
I would tell them, first of all, you'd have to get real with yourself. It's such a pretentious lifestyle if you don't understand the grit and grind of it. So getting real with yourself is the first step, because when you're honest with yourself, you can be honest about your journey. And people don't care. We don't really care about, with what you talk about or how you express your craft or participate in this art. We just want the truth of you. And the sooner you find that out, the more successful you'll become.
Once again, I want to say to you, Dr. Yolanda Yo-Yo Whitaker, thank you for your time and appreciate everything you are doing for the community.
Thank you so much for supporting Hip Hop Treasures. I can't wait to see you watch it.